Hey everyone, so the Toronto Maple Leafs signed Ryan Reaves, John Klingberg, and still haven't addressed the depth scoring and the overall forward group. I suggested a trade on Twitter and just to look at an outlook of potentially going after Tyler Bertuzzi and or Max Domi. Those are my two targets right now to save this offseason. You lost Ryan O'Reilly, you lost Luke Shen, probably in part because you brought back Sheldon Keefe. But you know what? I'm going to be relaxed here because I'm not going to rant yet because lots of time left, right? We're going to see what happens. But they're coming. I mean, you said bye to Kerfoot and Hall. That was the bare minimum in my eyes. And, I mean, Sheldon Keefe being gone was probably also a bare minimum. And, I mean, one of the core four being traded potentially. But anyways, we'll see what happens with Matthews, Nylander, and the rest of the lads. But, I mean, you got to attach at this point. I mean, you got to correct Dubas' mistake. You got a third for taking on the Murray contract. So, basically attaching a first to rid yourself of Yarncrow and Matt Murray and maybe get like a Taylor Radish who's cheap from Chicago. So Chicago takes Matt Murray and Cal Yarncrow. You give them the first round pick. You get Taylor Radish who scored 20 goals last year. That's the depth scoring right there. You put him on the third line with, for example, Matthew Nyes and David Kampf. Boom. Cap space. You trade TJ Brodie. Boom. Cap space. I'm sure other teams would like a TJ Brodie who logs 24 minutes a night, top four defenseman. Maybe Trey Living goes out, gets one of his guys in Calgary, one of Tanev, Zadorov, maybe even Hanifin if it's possible. But even without that, you have the cap space after the moves I just talked about, moving Murray, moving Cal Yarncrow, moving Brodie. It's not easy, but you attach a first-round pick. Chicago, I'm sure they'll be willing. You get a guy like Taylor Radish, who's on a cheap contract, 20 goals last year. And then you're laughing. Max Domi, Tyler Bertuzzi, welcome to Toronto. Is it unrealistic? Of course. But at this point, you have to be bold to save this offseason. The Klingberg one, you know what? It's getting ripped. I had said I wish it was $1 million cheaper. But you know what? If at this point, John Klingberg, offensively, like I've seen these Gustafsson comparisons, he's a lot higher of a ceiling offensively. Again, it's a risk, but I'm hoping Klingberg in a better offensive system can maybe flourish in the top power play. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully he's not a Tyson Barrie 2.0. Bring in Tyler Bertuzzi. Bring in Max Domi. You could have one of the best top sixes and a great top nine. Better depth scoring. That third line can provide some scoring. And a little bit more speed as well. So give me your thoughts, guys, on these scenarios. Max Domi, Tyler Bertuzzi. Got to see at least one of them. Would love both. And I think you can get both of them for a combined $10 million. And that's Matt Murray and TJ Brodie right there. So subscribe, like, comment, notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. Hopefully the Leafs do something. Peace.